Hello, my gorgeous Virgos, and welcome to your reading for the month of July. So, I want you to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You can also check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign as well. So, we have a few things to get into. I want to talk about the crystal that'll help get you through the month, as well as the potion. We're going to look into the astrology as well as the tarot messages from spirit. So let me pop up the little poster that I've made you. So, not everyone deserves access. Protect your power and your dreams. So, this is the theme that we have from the astrology for this month for July for you beautiful Virgos. And I'll show you the potion because that's the next page that's probably easiest to pop up. So, the potion that you guys are working with for this month is Vision Quest. So, this is really designed to help get you in touch with your intuition, to receive messages from that subconscious and the dream and higher levels so that you can make decisions or see different themes and things that are spotlighting to you guys for this month. This is actually a color of the potion too. And I also want to say, we have the monthly new moon event. So this was last moon and last month. And with that, you also, when you buy either one potion or a bundle, you receive free invite to our online new moon events as well. And I also just want to say, if this resonates and you would like to go deeper, you can book a one-on-one session with me over at solreta.com. And there we can dive personally into things specifically tailored just for you as well. So the psychic reading tarot version would be for that. And I just want to say thank you also for everyone that's liked, shared, and subscribed for my channel and is helping to grow our beautiful community. So coming back to Virgo, not everyone deserves access. Protect your power and dreams. And this is also not only why I've chosen the Vision Quest potion for this month. You guys were the only one where I was like tossing up between two crystals. It's like, oh, we could go this or we could go that. So kyanite was my first original choice. Kyanite is also one of those crystals that anything ending in "ite" we don't want to expose to water. We want to keep it in a protected space. So cleansing with sage or dragon's blood, cleansing with salt, having it sit or covered in salt. Not really one for vinegar or anything like that. But kyanite is one of those ones that doesn't absorb that negative energy. So it's very protective. It's really great around communication, healing, throat chakra, and especially with things that are in alignment with your higher self. The other one that I have is a selenite. Now, this is a fishtail selenite. So that's why it looks a little bit different to some of the other ones that we're used to seeing. This is also another one ending in "ite" and another one that does not like water. It's also one that's highly protective, also doesn't attract that negativity as well. So you can, if you do want to clean it though, set it in salt. But these are really beautiful stones for protection and also for just keeping a little bit of a shield or force field up around your heart at the moment too. So let's get into the astrology for you guys. So some of the themes that you might find coming up are clarity around your career, boundaries in friendships, intuitive red flags popping up too. So things that I just saw 333. So things that you're getting a bit of a vibe for or a feel for. I don't want you guys ignoring it. So this is also about protecting your path. So July brings focus to your connection, collaborations, and circles you move in. So as the sun moves through Cancer in your 7th house of partnership and aspiration, the first week buzzes with sudden offers and possibilities, but discernment is definitely the key. So this is also looking at sometimes with things of this sort of nature that sometimes people are wanting to utilize or extract things or connections that you can give them. So it's really looking at, do people have my best and highest good at heart? So with this, we have Venus enter Gemini on the 4th of July, Neptune stations retrograde, and your ability to say yes will be tested. So really to make wise decisions around this and to have absolute transparent honesty when it comes to yourself and what really feels aligned with your goals. So whether it's, work collaborations or relationship, does this person feel aligned with my future? Or is it more that they're just sort of temporarily like filling a place or a void? Or does it feel like that it's more, how would I say, you'll know what's authentic and what's inauthentic. Let's just say that. So with this as well, this is all about things that are aligning with your goals. So especially as Venus interacts with Saturn and Neptune retrograde around the 6th of July, this may also feel like it's time to, I guess, let me just have a visual representation. Hold your cards close to your chest. So it's not a time that you want to reveal everything to everyone about your plans. This is definitely about keeping your cards close to your chest, which also it's about not diluting your advantage. This will be an advantage in the coming period of time. So when Uranus enters Gemini around the 7th of July, your desire for freedom and innovation will grow, but just definitely keeping those plans guarded, as we talked about already. So, the Capricorn full moon around July 10th may also bring closure or accumulation to passion project. Yet, this is definitely, again, as we said before, protecting your ambitions fiercely. So be very, very protective of yourself, what you're doing. I would not be disclosing any future plans unless it's someone that you can absolutely trust with your heart and with full, clear conscience. So with this, we also have Saturn retrograde around July 13th. Your intuition will feel much sharper. And your boundaries will also, you'll start to feel more comfortable with putting your boundaries up and strengthening them. So just be wary of anyone that probes too deeply too soon, or what they say, what is it called? Watching out for those red flags, like on first dates, things like that. You know, someone saying, oh my gosh, you're the person of my dreams. I cannot live without you. Watch out for things like that on first dates and things too. Or people like overly showering you in love, admiration, and affection to the point where it feels a little bit like there's a trigger for you around that, or that like something feels wrong in your gut around that. So definitely a time to trust your instincts. And I would say even put a little bit of space between you and situations like that. Don't feel pressured to have to respond so swiftly or quickly. This is definitely about you getting comfortable in your new boundaries that you're setting for self. We also will have Mercury retrograde around July 18th. May even start to feel like it's intensifying these sorts of experiences for you. But this might be like where it's more in your mind or a feeling that you can't put your finger on with this. So it might not be that you've actually got the evidence on the physical, it's just something feels off. I want you to trust that. So with this as well, it's trusting your inner knowing, maintaining your boundaries around July 20th to 21st. We might also see tension start to flare as Venus and Mars square the north nodes of fate and the south node of karma. So potentially exposing betrayal or misalignment with a close ally, whether in work or personal life. So if someone you've trusted disappoints you, it's okay to actually step back, recalibrate. You don't have to be everything to everyone. And with Leo season beginning around the 22nd of July, you might also feel to retreat and heal. And that's totally okay. What we need to remember with the beautiful Virgos is try not to overthink or be in your head about this. Try not to overanalyze or think about all the different ways that you could do things different. I want you to know that because sometimes, Virgo, you have this beautiful tendency to overgive or to overtrust. And this is a lesson this month around boundary setting and around, as we said at the start, not everyone deserves access to you. So I want you to hear those words. So as we were saying before, with Leo season beginning around the 22nd, you might feel to retreat or to heal. We also will have the full moon in Leo come up around, new moon in Leo come up around the 24th. So this is a time of rest and definitely a time that will serve you well if you really listen to that and rest. So around the end of the month, we will have Venus entering Cancer, July 30th. This brings nurturing support, and also it brings an energy of your tribe will rally around your dreams. And it's also about rallying around your responsibilities. So you might have some help and assistance with some beautiful true hearts around that. And on July 31st, we'll have the Mercury retrograde Cazimi, which this is a really good thing in that midst of the Mercury retrograde confusion and feeling like past things are coming up or that things are stalled. The Cazimi will bring like a portal of illumination and clarity. It's like where all of a sudden it's the epiphanies come in. So do look forward to that day. This also illuminates hidden truth, confirms your intuition. So you might also get that validation that you were feeling earlier in the month, and it's just taken a little bit of time for it to come in to be a bit more factual. So with this will help you move forward with greater clarity and confidence. The affirmation that I have for you, my beautiful Virgo, for July: I honor my boundaries, and I trust the wisdom of my inner voice and guide me towards true alignment. So this is really, about trusting your inner voice more than it's trusting external things from other people. Let's have a look into the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, which is this gorgeous deck. And we're going to tap in and get some messages for you, my beautiful Virgos. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell us about the month of July for you guys. Quite a few cards. We have 5 cards. Oh, 6. There's another one. So quite the story. We start out with the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the Tower, the Queen of Spears, the 5 of Hedgehogs, the 5 of Disc. They're called hedgehogs in this one. And Queen of Spears is Queen of Swords. So 5 of Disc and the 10 of Disc. So what we're seeing straight up, first all, is this card of Dominion, the 2 of Wands. Now, for me, this card represents duality. It sometimes represents where we don't know exactly the future that we want to forge ahead. It's sometimes also looking at the law of opposites, and it is Mars and Aries energy as well, I think, if I'm recalling the symbols correctly. But anyway, in my favorite deck, it's called the card of Dominion, and I usually feel it's sort of like an energetic crossroad where we need to make a decision to move forward, or we're looking at the piece of land and what is it, the building or the vision that we want to call in around the future. We have a 10 of teacups, so with this 10 of Cups, it is wishes fulfilled. It's happy families. It's like your dreams coming into fruition. This is asking us to hold the vision. And with this too, it's sometimes about tapping into unconditional love or tapping into a feeling or emotion of overflow. What we then see is the Tower card come up. So as we said before, just being careful who you're sharing these new visions and dreams and hopes with, because we don't want a Tower card to come in to bring things crashing down. And what we can see here is, see how she's like, with Alice in Wonderland, she drinks the potion and she grows big. And all of a sudden we have like this cataclysmic situation that we're outgrowing happen. We then have and interesting with the Tower, because there's the Hebrew glyph P associated with it, which is being really careful and mindful around your words, knowing that your words have power. They're like gold, and what we speak, we create. So really being careful who you share your creator words with, because you don't want them to taint the energy. So Queen of Spears, which is the Queen of Swords. So this is also taking the mask off to maybe perhaps even tell a few people how you feel. Now, whilst Mercury retrograde can be a little bit of a hesitant time to be telling people exactly how you feel, if this is situations that these people have like brought the same behavior or the same sort of pattern over and over and over again, your boundary might actually be coming up for you to tell them to get lost. So you'll know if it's something you need to hold your tongue around and being careful, being the Queen of Swords, about not telling the full truth. If it's something that you don't want, that person to exit your life. But sometimes we need this kind of dynamic push that comes in from the stars that actually gets us into this place of courage. And Virgo, you are one of my beautiful signs that usually worries more about being protective of other people's feelings and putting other people first. So maybe we need a little bit of this Tower crashing Queen of Swords moment to come in. We do see a 5 of Disc, which is also known as worry. This is also sometimes where we kind of feel in between a rock and a hard place. So with this Virgo energy, with you guys, Virgo, and this 5 of Disc energy, it's also sometimes where we're out in the snow, like it is in the Rider-Waite deck, more on the crutches, but we don't know how to turn around and go and ask for help with the church. So this is knowing who you can trust, This is also about making sure, because I know with a lot of you Virgos, you're the person that other people come to dump or offload problems or to seek advice. But who is there for you? I want you to know who your community is. 10 of disc. This is a card of wealth. It's also a card of community. It's a beautiful one of things coming into an ending as well. So that's what we have for you guys. Let's have a further look in and see what comes up. Page of Wands, Three of Coins, Two of Swords, Strength card, Three of Wands, and I want one more, the World card, and we have the Sun. So think about this month exposing people's true intentions. Page of Wands also represents this Phoenix kind of Leo energy and Chariot. So moving towards things that feel like they're stable. This Mars and Capricorn energy is a fire that cannot be extinguished. So you might have that one trusted friend or family member or confidant that you can always go to, that you know that they have support and words of advice for you, that they bring peace. Look for people that bring peace. We have the Strength card, and this is about holding up your vision. Remember, we had the Two of Wands, which was the Two of Flowers. So we need to plant those seeds. We need to be strong and hold that vision, that virtue. So that third flower or that third wand, depending on what cards we're in, it's this connection to source, to higher self, bringing down that vision that is outside of duality too. So it's not about having to pick this or that. It's about a higher thing come in. But what we need to do is a bit of surrender. Two of the other signs have also had surrender energy come up for this month, so it seems to be a bit of a theme. So we have the World card. We know this is letting the old disappear because something new is wanting to be born. So know with this change and this transition energy, yes, we might be saying goodbye to some things, but there's beautiful new things. We've got the card of happiness, the card of sun coming up for you guys in future. So let's tap in and just get some words of advice from the Star Tarot. And then I will grab a card from my Lemuria Oracle deck. So this is about watching out for interference. This is about watching out for people that want to see you fail. Yeah, look at this. Hidden intentions. This is also people like being magnetic or, how would I say? They're wanting to see you fail and suffer because they're energetically feeding on it. It's not nice energy. We've got Five of Wands, which is strife. This is Saturn energy. And it's also a card of what I call too many cooks in the kitchen. And we have that. We've got love and connection. I would watch for people interfering in your relationships, is what we're seeing really clearly here. Let me just get some other words of advice from Spirit. Queen of Pentacles and Six of Wands. And I want one more card, but this is about you really anchoring and grounding in on your victory and things that you want to celebrate in your timeline. Six of Wands for me is choosing the timeline energy, and we've got a King of Cups. So definitely support and be around other beautiful nurturers too. So King of Cups, move towards those people that feel like sunshine and that feel nurturing. Some of these people with the boundaries you've told time and time again, but when is enough enough? Does it need to be at the point of where you're screaming for the top of your lungs because they haven't heard the message? Because I feel like a lot of you have what I would say is like never-ending patience with some people. So let's get you an oracle card. And if this is resonating and you want to go deeper or you want to look into your specific situation, do have a look in the description box below. Go to solreta.com and you'll see all of the links to my bookings there. We also have the Beyond Lemuria deck that we're just getting an oracle card for you guys today. And thank you for all your comments too. Oh my gosh. Guys, you know how I said before that I've had two other signs today that have surrender? It's so funny because I always shuffle these back into the deck. Look what came up. Surrender. So see the cycle going through the heart and through the mind. And we see this Vesca Pisces energy and this infinity symbol within that. So it's knowing that like everything has a cycle and, some of these things are coming into completion for you. So it's to know that it's happening for you. So I'm sending you guys lots of love and lots of strength and bravery to get through this month of July. I love you, and go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. Share this with a beautiful Virgo in your life too. Thank you.